When Silicon Valley liberals and GOP conservatives get together, first of all, it's sort of like I don't know, one of these eclipses that happens or cicadas every 13 years. You just know it's interesting, odd, and very serious. Well, that's exactly what happened. We're talking top tech CEOs, top Republican leaders all flew to a private island resort right off the coast of Georgia. Now, reportedly, they went there to discuss one thing, how to stop GOP frontrunner Donald Trump. We're talking bigwigs, the CEO of Apple, Tim Cook, Elon Musk, House Speaker Paul Ryan, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Those are just some of the names. Joining me now to discuss, Rich Lowry and Gina Loudon. Rich, were you at the meeting, Rich?
I was at the meeting.
And I guess it was called the World Forum?
Yeah, the American Enterprise Institute holds these events annually. It's a conservative think tank. They get various folks down there and they talk about policy. And that was overwhelmingly what was discussed. There wasn't a big conspiracy about Tim Cook is not interested in conspiring.
But he's not a conservative, though.
Right, but why would he be interested in Republican politics? He was there. I didn't go to his session.
He would be worried about immigration policy. He would be worried about immigration visas. He'd be worried about quite a few things. I'm just
telling you, this meeting was off the record. The sessions were not about how to bring down Donald Trump. I didn't go to the Tim Cook thing, but I guarantee you he was not talking about Donald Trump, given that he has a conflict with the FBI at the moment, as well as, leading one of the most interesting companies in the world. So this reporting about this meeting is grossly distorted.
I don't know, Gina. I mean, you're from San Diego. You know a lot of these Silicon Valley folks. There's no doubt there's some anxiety out there, though, if there's a cap put on these on this. And I'm not sure where Donald Trump stands on it, to be quite frank with you. But we know immigration is a big deal for this election.
It is a big deal for this election, and it's a big deal for those people that, with all due respect to my good friend Rich, that he says weren't there to discuss Trump. Maybe that wasn't it, but you don't go into any political circle right now and not discuss Trump. So my question for you would be, was anyone there who's supporting Trump? And my guess is no, because organizations like this one are formed by the establishment for the establishment. And so it doesn't surprise me at all that they would come together and talk about how they can maintain their their political cushiness, their appointments that they're going to get. By the way, they're going to get those, Charles, whether Hillary is elected or whether Donald Trump, or whether anyone besides Donald Trump is elected. So that's why they don't care if it's Hillary.
Why would they hold these meetings every year to stop Donald Trump?
No, we know they have it every year, but
it's a think tank.
I guess this is what got people thinking, though, Rich.
It's a non-profit. It's not a political organization.
Okay, but Bill Kristol tweets out, the key task now is to once again paraphrase Karl Marx, is less to understand Trump than to stop him. To Gina's point, there are a lot of vested interests here. There are a lot of people here who have always voiced their opposition to Donald Trump, Republicans and some of these business leaders, and including the publisher of New York Times. It does look very suspicious from the outside.
Well, the reporting is completely wrong and the suspicions are wrong. But let me say, I love Bill Kristol. He's a friend of mine. I don't agree with that sentiment. I think we have to stop Trump, but we also have to understand him, and we also have to address his voters' concerns.
But why do you have to stop Trump? Why don't the people get to stop Trump?
That's the point. I don't get to vote except for once in New York. What we do as Opinion Magazine, as people who talk on TV, we try to convince people of our point of view. Otherwise, we just muzzle ourselves and not talk. Charles wouldn't say anything. You wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say anything.
Let's leave it there. We're going to come back, believe me, and talk more about this.